Welcome to BioGlobe. If you like this channel, please like, share, and subscribe. Today we are going to discuss the topic distribution of microorganisms in aquatic environment. Myself, Mohammad Jesse Lay, Assistant Professor, Department of Microbiology, Marcus Arts and Science College, Adavanad. Water occurring in nature contains dissolved salts and gases, especially sea and mineral waters. Water covers 70% of the earth's surface and thus it is the most essential habitat of life. The overall volume of inland waters is estimated at 7.5 into 10 raised to 5 kilometer cube of seas and oceans at 1.4 into 10 raised to 9 kilometer cube and of glaciers and continental glaciers at 1.8 into 10 raised to 7 kilometer. Glaciers means river of ice with snow especially seen in poles. Water makes up the most crucial component of living organisms and fulfills a purpose in taking part in various biological reactions and processes. Types of waters inhabited by microorganisms. The biotopes of water microorganisms may be underground and or surface waters as well as bottom sediments. The underground waters, due to their oligotrophic character, are usually inhabited by a sparse microflora that is represented by a low number of species with almost a complete lack of higher plants or animals. Oligotrophic character means the nutrient deficient character. Then underground waters, especially mineral and thermal springs and ground waters. The surface waters such as streams, rivers, lakes and sea waters are inhabited by a diverse flora and fauna. Microorganisms in those waters are a largely varied group. Next to the typical water species, other microorganisms from soil habitats and sewage derived from living and industrial pollution occur. Bottom sediments are a transient type of habitat, that is, the soil water habitat is almost always typically oxygen free, in which the process of anaerobic decomposition by microorganisms cause the release of H2S and methane to the water. Transient means something temporary. In the bottom sediment, anaerobic putrefying microflora, celluloid bacteria, and the anaerobic chemoautotrophs are developed. Putrefaction means the process of decay. What are the groups of water organisms? Microorganisms occupy surface waters in all the zones. They may be suspended in water or plankton, cover stationary underwater objects, plants, etc., periphyton, or live in bottom sediments, that is benthos. Plankton. These are the group of organisms that passively float in water, not being able to resist the movement and the flow of water mass is called plankton or biosystem. What are the different types of plankton? First one, phytoplankton. Phytoplankton are mainly microscopic algae and blue-green algae. It is a varied community in terms of the systematics and mainly composed of forms smaller than 50 micrometer. Sea phytoplankton are dominated by diatoms and dinophyta, whereas freshwater phytoplankton are dominated by cryptophytes, diatoms, green algae, and blue-green algae. Cryptophytes means a group of algae, most of which have plastids. The scientific name of cryptophyte is Cryptomonada. This is the picture of dinoflagellates, then blue-green algae. Then second one, zooplankton. Zooplankton are small water animals that occur in plankton. There are three systematic groups that occur in freshwaters. What are the three systematic forms? Rotifers, brachiopods, and copepods. Rotifers means it's commonly wheel animals and also bronchiopods, and also this is an animal. There are three systematic groups. What is the systematic groups? Rotifers, brachiopods, and copepods. The seawater plankton is composed of copepods, ctenophores, Urochordata, arrowworms, as well as some species of snails. Most of them are filtrators, that is content suspended particles, or it is maybe predators. This is the picture of a freshwater zooplankton. This is a picture of copepods and ctenophores and arrowworms. Then third one, protozoa plankton. Protozoa plankton consists of protozoa which occupy the open water zone like flagellates and ciliates. Protozoa plankton consists of flagellates and ciliates. They are the main consumers of bacteria. Moreover, most ciliates feed upon flagellates, algae and smaller ciliates. The protozoa itself feeds the zooplankton. This is a picture of different types of protozoa plankton. Then the heterotrophic bacteria plankton. The heterotrophic bacteria plankton occupy waters which are abundant in organic compounds. The amount of bacteria in open waters varies between 10 raised to 5, 10 raised to 7 cells per ml. Virus plankton. Virus plankton is composed of viruses which are the smallest element of plankton. Their numbers may be very high, from 108 in 1 ml in various fresh and seawater habitats. Viruses are not next to the protozoa, a crucial factor in bacteria mortality. Periphyton. Periphyton occupy the shoreline zones. They are a group of organisms that create outgrowths upon various objects and underwater plants. Most of the time they usually consist of small algae, diatoms, green algae and bacteria. Moreover, various settled or semi-settled protozoa, eelworms, oligochaetes, insect larvae and even crustaceans make up the periphyton biocenosis. What is the meaning of biocenosis? It is an association of different organisms forming a closely integrated community. Oligochaetes means it's an annelid worm, for example earthworm. Crustaceans means it's a subfamily of arthropods, and animals include crabs, lobster, crayfish, etc. Periphyton has a characteristic complex biocenosis, and many ecological relationship can be observed between its components. This is a picture of periphyton. Benthos. The bottom habitat is occupied by a group of organisms called benthos. Benthos is always seen in the bottom habitat. The muddy bottom contains an abundance of organic compounds that are created as a result of dead matter decomposition. That is mainly by fallen parts of plants and animals. At great depths, the bottom is free from any plants, which is due to a lack of light cannot grow. However, the absence of oxygen supports the growth and development of, among others, an oxygen-free putrid microflora. Among the benthos microflora, the most numerous are bacteria and fungi, especially decomposers, as well as some animals that is known as detritivores. Both of the above groups are responsible for decomposition of the organic matter. Benthos of shallow reservoirs may also contain some algae. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe.